Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Luke W coming back at you again today with an Amazon FBA myth. This is a frequently asked question. A lot of people want to know how much can they expect to make in their first year selling on Amazon. It's a big question, and also how much does it cost to get started selling on Amazon? I'm going to cover all that and more. First, we're going to jump behind my computer and look at some facts about how much the average American is making per year, especially looking at different age ranges and what those people are making per year. Then I'm going to go into my personal experience, how much I've made in my first year selling on Amazon, as well as some other experiences my friends have had, and ultimately what you guys can expect to make. So before I do that, go check out the links down below. I will have access to my Facebook group, so you guys can join that and ask questions in there. We just hit 200 members. That's really cool. So without further ado, let's hop right into this video. Okay guys, so we're going to start with how much the average American earns at every age. So we can scroll down here and it says that the median household income in the United States is $56,000, and this is typically going to rise or fall based on the peak earning age, which is typically around 49 for men and 40 for women. So this is what's really important to note, guys. 16 to 19 years old, people that have a full-time job are going to be making around $22,000 a year. 20 to 24-year-olds are at $27,000. 25 to 34-year-olds, where I'm at right now, it should be $40,000. This is a full-time 9-to-5 type job. 35 to 44, $50,000, and it looks like throughout the rest of the ages up until 65, that's going to be the peak price that most Americans are making, just around $50,000 a year. Now that's pretty abysmal in the terms of how I want to think as an entrepreneur. So let's go over here and actually look at some of the bigger earners in the United States. So the top third of US residents are making $65,000 a year. That's not too hard to do when you're selling on Amazon, which I'll cover in just a moment. And then looking over here at the top 15% is making $100,000, and pretty much down to the top 1.5% of Americans are at $250,000. Now that's a lot of money. That's what doctors are earning and plastic surgeons and these kind of people. But now let's look at what's going on in the internet age and what opportunities are there for us. A quick comparison between eBay and Amazon sellers shows us a staggering statistic that's going to make you guys want to start selling on Amazon right away. You can see 34% of eBay sellers make under $10,000 per year versus only 9% of Amazon sellers that are making under $10,000 per year. So you can see 9% here is making under $10K on Amazon, and 34% is making under $10K here on eBay. A pretty inspiring statistic for Amazon sellers is also looking at that only 3.9% of eBay sellers make over $1 million per year versus 16.7% of Amazon sellers are making over $1 million a year in revenue. So you can even see right down here, the numbers are all laid out for you. From 10,000 to 100,000, 34% are falling in that category on Amazon, and 39% are in the 100,000 to $1 million mark. So if you add the 40% to 34%, basically 75% of people selling on Amazon are making anywhere between $10,000 and $1 million a year on Amazon. Now I need to be clear here that the money is earned in revenue. So this is not particularly what people are putting in their pockets. But if we look down at what the average profit margin is when we look down here, 48% of Amazon sellers have a profit margin of 20 to 50%. So like I said, if you make $100,000 on Amazon and your profit margin's 50%, you're banking $50,000. And guys, I'm definitely satisfied selling on Amazon, and the reason for that is it's a scalable business. If you want to make more money, you just add more products to your inventory, and it's something that you can scale because you're not the one doing all the picking, packing, and shipping out to customers. Amazon's doing it for you, so it's working 24/7 in your favor. Amazon's holding all this traffic for you. That's why I'm just really excited about the fact that Amazon selling is so huge these days. And you can even see what category people like to sell in the most. So home and kitchen has 46% of all Amazon sellers selling there. Also, 87% are making their money on fewer than 1,000 SKUs. So in the beginning, I only had one SKU, that's one product. There's other Amazon sellers that are bringing in tons and tons of products, literally having over 1,000 different products selling. Can you imagine having 1,000 products making you $3,000 a month? That's $3 million, guys. So the money can really start racking up and scaling and compounding if you start adding more products to your inventory. So to answer the question, how much can you expect to make on Amazon in your first year selling? It really depends on a lot of different factors, as well as you got to keep in mind the first year selling is really just to get a feel for how Amazon works, testing different products. But some of the factors include how much are you trying to sell your product for? I started selling my product for around $15 and I was making $7 or $8 every time I would make a sale in profit on that. So now I'm into selling products that are over $100 so I can make $40 to $50 every time I make a sale. It also lets me keep less inventory in stock so my storage fees are not that expensive. And that's what I've come to learn, and that's how I like to sell. But I would estimate making anywhere between $30,000 and $70,000 in profit is a good baseline on what you can expect to make in your first year selling if you're kind of putting a lot of work into it and not putting it as a hobby or something like that. You got to treat it like a real business. I even have some of my real numbers and I calculated everything up here. So you can see in my first year, I made $32,247, and I kind of been tracking what else I've been earning here so far in 2018. But guys, also keep in mind, I started a YouTube channel and I'm growing my personal brand and Amazon business at the same time. So I wasn't able to dive fully into Amazon as much as maybe I wanted to, as what I'm starting to do more in 2018. I'm already on track to be doing a lot more than I was making in 2017 in my first year selling on Amazon, and that's kind of my numbers. But again, I did spend a lot of time making YouTube videos. I've made over 200 of them, and Amazon was something that I really was just immersing myself in the content and learning all the back end things, so I could really prepare for when I wanted to drop more money on my Amazon business and do it right the first time with as few mistakes as possible. So I have a friend, his name's Clint Wallace. He's got a YouTube channel as well that he's starting, but this guy was very lucky. He's one of the guys who started in January, and just 4 months into it, he was making $20,000 every 2 weeks in revenue at around a 50% profit margin. So around $10,000 every 2 weeks, 20 grand a month in profit selling on Amazon. He was making over $100,000 in revenue per month on his Amazon product. And what he did was a simple variation of a product that was already out there. He just added basically a 2-pack to the product, and he just whapped up the whole market and started making so many sales. It was unbelievable. So when you find a great product, you got to think about how you can differentiate it and grab that market share, add more value at a competitive price point to that product that's going to make customers want to buy yours. So that's really what Amazon's about, guys. Not reinventing the wheel, but bringing something that's already pre-existing to the market and just adding a bundle to it, or even a 2-pack that's going to differentiate you from other sellers on Amazon. So now I want to cover how much does it cost to actually start selling on Amazon. I'm going to give you my background on this one, guys. So what I did was actually pay $500 for an Amazon course. That gave me all the information I needed. It jump-started me. It made me put money in the game, so I wanted to reclaim that money back that I already had. I had a mentor that I could talk to. What the course did for me was save me a ton of time and a ton of money. I was able to run through all the process of how to sell on Amazon, as well as avoid pitfalls that would have cost me a bunch of time and a bunch of money if my product wasn't able to get imported to the US based on a variety of different reasons. So the course is very crucial. I do have a course myself. I was able to take 3 other courses. I wouldn't even stop at maybe just one. One course was all I needed to get started, but I ended up taking more courses to get a more well-rounded perspective from other brilliant minds selling on Amazon. And that's what I did. I took multiple courses, but to get started, I paid $500 for a course. I paid $97 for Jungle Scout, and then I paid $496 for 100 units of my first product, which was neodymium magnets. Once you guys do get Jungle Scout, you can run the numbers on these magnets and see that they had really low competition. That means low reviews, and they had a nice high demand with a lot of sales coming in every month for every listing on the first page. So roughly it cost me a little over $1,100 to start selling on Amazon. Not too big of a deal when you think of these brick and mortar businesses that cost so much more to get started and paying for rent and inventory storage. I really think in the future more people are going to start wanting to learn how to sell on Amazon, whatever age range or group you're in right now. It doesn't matter how old you are, but this business is truly something that's going to really revolutionize the way people start buying things. I know Amazon has that 1-day shipping button now that will ship to you in 1 day, or even same-day delivery. They're getting drones to literally drop products off at people's front doorsteps. So this is really the way of the future, and people that are the first movers and early adopters into this online e-commerce space are going to get the most benefit when it comes to, 5-10 years down the road from now, when everything is online and we already have so much experience doing this that we can just hop on any platform and start making a bunch of sales, and we know how everything works with marketing and all that. So I would recommend you guys looking to start selling on Amazon if you haven't already. I do have my own Amazon course down below, like I mentioned, as well as Jungle Scout. And literally after you buy 2 of those things, like, you can find another course if you don't want to get mine, but I am fully open to mentorship. If you get those 2 things, all you really need to do after that is just invest in your first Amazon product, and you're going to be able to start testing the waters and seeing how everything works. And from there, in a couple of months, you guys are really going to get the feel for it. You can start getting more products in under maybe the same brand or same category and build a real brand on Amazon. I also cover in my course how to build social media pages on Instagram and Facebook to really build brand awareness and even start running Facebook ads and things like that. So I recommend do not hesitate much longer. I mean, this is what I did. I didn't really hesitate. I jumped right on it once I found this opportunity. And now, a year from now, a little over a year, I'm doing really well. I was able to quit my job 3 months after I started selling on Amazon. It already replaced my income. I was making over $2,000 a month 3 months into Amazon. So that was really exciting. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and throw a thumbs up if you like the video, guys. As well, drop comments if you haven't started. If you're looking to start, I'm totally there for you guys, and the Facebook group is as well. So I would love to hear from you guys, your comments. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.